Hello everyone and welcome back to another City of Oxford episode. This is episode 13. It is in fact January of 2011. We are in a new year already. It doesn't seem like we started this too long ago. But we can just continue with allocating these buses and I'll go through my plans for this episode. If you watched, you might see in a bit, if it pops up if I edit it in, that we created the 4C in a time lapse and then we updated the 4A, the 4B and the 4 timetables that goes towards Abingdon through Botley and stuff like that. Just because thanks to Polaris and or Novacase, they've helped me track down some timetables from 2010 2011, so I've updated them. We can technically update the 5 as well if we wanted to, because around to January, February they started to like merge the timetables, the routes, with Stagecoach Oxfordshire. So two companies basically run the same route, and they was just doubled the frequency basically. So I can probably at some point make the 1, and despite the 5 being updated the timetable, it's because I want to create the 1. And the route doesn't get enough passengers to warrant getting another route for it. But yeah, we'll see what we do with that. In today's episode, I'm planning to create possibly the more Thames Travel Routes. There's a couple of routes there that I'm planning on doing. So the X32 that goes from Oxford to Chiltern Village, so around Harwell Campus. I also plan on doing the 32B and 32C that goes from Abingdon to Didcot. That's quite a short route. Another route could be updating the 105 and 106. We've got the 106 right now, but it's not technically accurate because it goes on further to Watlington, where Thames Travel has their actual depot back then anyways. So we can look at updating that. And let me just check. I don't think there's anything else that we can do. But yeah, we got loads of Opter solos that we can purchase for them routes, as well as some like Omni cities that we can also purchase if we get their depot as well, which would be very, very helpful. So yeah, it's just allocating buses right now. I know it can be a bit long-winded, but I try not to make it so long. I know I can do the automatic allocations, but doesn't seem to be working right now. I need to go through all the routes and change it up, I think, so it doesn't work as well as I hoped when I did it last time. But yeah, I think that's what my plans are in this episode. It turns out the Oxford Bus Company hybrids, so the park and rides, were actually turned out to was entered into service around April, June, around that time, like late spring, early summer. So we won't get them just yet because it is only January in terms of my game time. So yeah, we've got a little bit of wait to do until that, but I'm sure it'll just fly by. Overnight when I was going through getting everything ready, doing the timetables, I think it's like 6 buses got needed maintenance, which is just so much and just so inaccurate, I think. I don't know, it could be like, I know that buses do get damaged a lot, but it just seems a bit over the top. We could probably change that in the game settings if we wanted to. Yeah, broken buses is in default right now, so we could change that. I'm not too sure if I would, just because it might make it too easy, I suppose. We can actually just assign the buses automatically for this depot. And we can check it out. After 300 goes onto these. There's a couple more Mark IIs you can purchase right now, and then that'll be it. We do need to sell this bus, considering it is... No, not that one. That one. It got damaged in a fire back in 2008, so we do need to get it gone. We can't use it anymore. Being a bit cheeky, still using it despite it not being available. I've just realised a spelling mistake on that thing. OXCB, not BC. But that's okay, I can sort it at some point. Me trying to do it really quickly, I suppose. But yeah, I'm glad people are enjoying this series. If you do, you can like and subscribe. Comment down below any suggestions you may have. I'm certain to want to hear it, of course. And as always, you can check out TheDilz' Steam Workshop. Is in the description down below. He makes most of these liveries. With some help from me, most likely not, but I created like the Brooks bus and some of these. And he does most of everything else. So yeah, do check him out on the Steam Workshop if you want to do a similar save to me. But yeah, we've still got a lot of bus timetables to update, mainly the U1 and the U5. We should update them soon, considering they're not technically realistic for what they are right now. Don't have any more double deckers? That's weird. Oh no, wait. But looking at that, we've got a 5 with 96 passengers and we've only got 80 filling. So if we did it 1 and 5, we would decrease the amount of passengers that's needed for those routes. The 4A can go... Yeah. The 2 is fairly busy, isn't it? All the time. 35... The 4s remove their data for how much passengers because I changed the route too much. We can use you. And there's no buses? That's interesting. So you go, bye bye. There we go, we've got another one there. And another one. Oh, because these haven't been cleaned, so they're just waiting to be able to be assigned. There we go. Maybe we need to get another bus wash. It does seem like we're lacking on that. How many buses? We have 2 already, I don't know. Don't know why it's struggling. Did we miss a 106? What's on the 106 right now? I don't... I'm not going to change it, but that's not entirely correct. Don't think you can change it technically after it's been already assigned. Otherwise you have to insert additional bus and then that half the time. That doesn't work until for like 5. Only does like a couple shifts. Keep getting these scam calls, Jesus. So annoying. It's just because I answered one, and then they're like, oh, he's gonna answer every single one. And then now they just call me back every single time. I think it's something that they put, oh, he answered, and then they know, oh, this phone is active, and then they constantly call it. Might need to get a couple more Mark IIs then if we're not managing to do that. We'll get 3 of them and we can assign the bus to that. Can't go from me too fast. There we go. We can go X2 there. 4A's there. Perfect. We can assign you. Doesn't look like. Yeah, we got. No, okay. We'll just assign you to the S3, I suppose. Not too big of a deal. 1805. Okay. How is the S3 going? I'm hoping it is looking good. $16, suppose, on the S3. The S3, is it busy? It's barely busy, and it's making 13 grand. Well, not great, is it? But I guess it is early. I'll say it's too early to see the results yet. Now look at all the buses we have. Okay, we'll not buy anything yet, because we want to purchase some of these. Let's actually research a solo bus. And we can actually get some Thames Travel buses. Some up-tier solos. I don't know if I want to get their depot first. I think they did get taken over by Go Ahead or Oxford, the City of Oxford Road Services. Quite early into 2011, so we can technically use this depot, but it will take forever to get to their starting points, basically, compared to if they were at Watlington, essentially. So yeah, that's Chiltern Village is where the X32. I don't know if I'm far enough south to be able to get that yet, but I'm hoping we are. So I'm planning on making that route at some point. It is 10:30. I can probably get an right in game. Sorry, 10:30 in game. In terms of money, we have a lot of money. I don't know if you guys got that reference. Anyways, we can wait until we research back solo. Should also probably research some better mobile app development, considering how busy that place is. And I will get them solos. Let's just check how much is another depot. Another depot, just anywhere. 200 with 25. Okay, that is a lot of money. Let's just get some solos and we'll call it there. Well, we could get some Omni Cities. Let me just check if I have a repaint for it. I do in fact have a repaint for it. I need to remove the fleet number, but that's basically it. Let me time lapse this part, and I'll be back in a little bit. Okay, I've done that, so I'm gonna purchase some of these buses so we can get. Let's see. Let's get one of each. Let's get one Scania Omni City. Let's get that. THTR generic. Double decker. We'll do this as 912. Make sure some effects. Are you 08 HGM? You also got ELC Loloin, or whatever you call it, which is wrong one. There we go. Lovely repaints, all done by TheDilz, who does create these Thames Travel ones. I can't imagine even trying to replicate that. The what do you call it? The swoop that Thames Travel does on their repaints, because that is very, very hard to recreate, and I do appreciate him doing it. We can also get a couple of Optare solos if we wanted to. Let's buy two of them. Generic single deckers. There you go, lovely. Two different colours, but I'm sure that's what it is in real life, or what they were in real life. $702 $701. That is license plate YJ. I forget that. That's what they were usually. Optares. Around Scarborough, I think that was created, so I don't know exactly where Optare's factory was back then. A and E, that's a big gap. But yeah, we've got a whole 4 Thames Travel buses, which is very cool. And we'll create a route. We'll hopefully try and create the X32, and if it doesn't, then I'll go 105, 106, etc. So I'll see you all after the time lapse.
closer. When you just try me out. Two souls, different directions, same hope, different perspectives. I'm trying. I know you're trying, baby. I saw you in a dream, and you were touching my body. But I'm feeling you hesitating. I don't mind waiting. You're everything that I want. I spend the whole time sitting in the silence. That's what makes you safest. Do it all to save us. I'll spend the whole time sitting in the silence. That's what makes you safest. Do it all to save us. I feel myself slipping, falling into you. I think I'm falling.
Righty, I have done that route now. I can activate it now because I have enough buses, so we can assign them to these now. We might have to purchase a couple more buses, and at some point we will get the new depot. But it's expensive. Well, one thing I didn't realise is that it doesn't work on a Sunday, but it does the same timetable between Monday and Saturday mostly. Another thing is that Harwell Campus is closer to Chiltern than it is to Harwell. It's not a Chiltern campus, it's a Harwell campus. But I guess that is a bit like the Milton Park compared to Didcot. You know, you don't want to be associated to Didcot. And I did Milton. Sign you, and we'll sign you. Where they're going. Probably not very busy for now, but we can hope. Probably have a... might change that so it looks a bit better. I know we have to change every single one now, but... not too big of a deal. Okay, confirm. There we go, that's all done. We can probably get a couple more Thames Travel buses, considering like isn't enough. I'll get a couple more of those up to solos. Let's just check where they are. We got. We can get 6 more. Let's just get 2 for now. There we go. That'll be 704. YJ10, MFF, and MFK. Okay, perfect. You won. Only 50 people do it to you. Okay, anything else to add? Doesn't look like it, which is good. let's see how well the... Oh, first let's upgrade any bus stops. Okay, that was a lot of money. Is he, is that busy at all? No, it doesn't look like it, unfortunately. The 5 is getting busier, which is good to see. We can technically create the 32A and the 32B and the 32C. Which wouldn't be a bad idea. We've 130 grand or more. We keep winning money, apparently. So 6th of June they changed the timetable, but do I bother changing the timetable just yet? So 32B and 32C is every evening. But don't do it other than that. So it's quite a simple route, it looks like. Stagecoach to Abingdon. So we can probably create it quite easily. We'll make it now because it is evening. It's from 8 and I mean it's 7:58. So I'll just time lapse it and I'll be back in a tiny little while. That was quick, and yeah, I've done the 32 and 32C. They all really only operate in the evenings, but it's every single day, so it's quite good to see. What's that one? 31. Nice. The 4C, right. It looks like we have loads of buses, and that's great, isn't it? I need to turn that off, to be honest. Because we're not going to have enough buses, I don't think. So that's great, isn't it? Okay, I guess that's how it's going to be. 32B will go... Right, it goes onto one of these. Shouldn't be too busy, to be honest, but we can see how it goes. That is a shame, to be honest, but I guess that is how it goes. The timetable changed for that one, like in June 2011, so that's good to see. So it'll be only 5 more episodes and that'll be changing. We could always make 105 and 106, that goes to Wallingford, where the depot is based. Never repair needed. We can try and reduce the need for that. And bonus, in this, I might actually have to bus recall. $54? Every 39 days, and it happened. Disable? Yeah, I disabled it, to be honest. It's not as fun, I don't think. It can be difficult, but I'll make it every 54, so it's hard. It's less reduced. You know, every 25, and it still happened, which is kind of insane. It's just annoying that it's one of the bigger one. At least it wasn't with Zatara or anything like that. That is good. X2. Just shove it on a Zatara. See if we made we got 350k. Where's that from? We can get a couple more of these Thames Travel Octa solos. I think there's only a couple more. 4 more. We'll buy 4 each, all 4 of them. Not too big of a deal. Okay, perfect. We have to get by depot at some point soon, so they don't have to travel forever to get to the starting routes. And I'm gonna start having to do the automatic thing, because it's gonna just take forever for making all these routes, and this episode's gonna take forever due to it. And due to that, when we're starting to assign all the buses, I might time lapse it for a little bit because of just because of that fact. Okay. Great. All of our buses seem to have some issue of sorts. I have to change these license plates now. Perfect. That's all the Optare solos for Thames Travel. Let's see if there's any other you need repairing. Good thing we have some of those. I'm glad Polaris did in fact comment that thing. We should purchase more of replacement parts just so we're not always without them. Researchers. There we go. See, there's just so many buses that needs repairs. Our bus drivers are either really bad at driving, or our buses are just really poorly made, which wouldn't be surprising. Okay, I'm going to start the time lapse here, and I'm not going to be too fast. It's not going to be like 800%. It's just going to be like double the speed, so you don't have to sit through the entire time. Okay, that's the end of that time lapse. That's nice and quick. It's been good assigning all those buses. I don't know why my frame keeps dropping. It's quite interesting. It keeps happening. This happens each time I'm doing it. They sit down and then they can't find a way out. So I don't know why they keep getting stuck there, to be honest. I think this game is a very memory inducive game. Like I must be using loads of memory for it to start, because it's the only thing that's a bottleneck in my PC, which means I might have to buy some more, unfortunately. And RAM prices are pretty insane right now. Sign you. Okay. All good there. Perfect. So we can probably create or update the 106 or 105, as we've now got the Thames Travel Company PDF files from 2010, 2011-ish. So I'll do that in a little bit. I'll do that probably around 9-ish. Just gonna see if I can purchase any. Hello? Did our bus just disappear? See, that was meant to be out 3 hours ago. I don't understand. Oh well, we can just see how it goes. It's just insane how many buses is required just for a start, and then they all come back to us. Okay, we're gonna we'll create the 105 for now, and then we'll go into 106 afterwards. $300 there goes. Should go into a double decker, but there isn't any, is there? There we go. We'll send you back, I think. Have to sort them out at some point. Okay, we'll create that 105 now, and I'll be back in a little bit after our time. That's this route cruising. Alrighty, I've completed that route. It was interesting, to say the least. I don't know, it changes so much within the next year. So in 6 months it's a June, and then in June it changes from going to Wallingford, going to Watlington, which is further right, I believe. And then from Watlington in June it goes. Then the 105 is removed in September, so between June and September there's even more changes, which I've not yet to find out. But I've deleted that 106, and then for some reason we had like 3 upgrades for the bus priority. So I wasted a bit of money doing that, and then I'm going to have to change it again in June for 106. So hopefully the 106 isn't affected too much by reduced passenger count, but we can only hope. So we can reduce the bus rental again, just so we don't always continue to basically break down in our buses. But yeah, I'm liking this episode so far. It's taken a bit longer than I was expecting, but it is what it is, I suppose. We did a lot of Thames travel today, so we can continue to do that in the next episode. Probably, hopefully, purchase maybe a depot next time. U1. Hopefully we've got a bus of that, but we don't have one for that one. It's Friday, so we can send you away, and I'm sure Saturday will be less of a timetable to worry about. I hope, anyways. So at some point I will be creating that depot. No double deckers have come back yet. We've carried 322,000 passengers. That's a lot, to be honest. We're already at 400 grand, and we're going to make that depot now, even if we don't go into it at all. So it's down in Wallingford, and it's around here. Don't exactly know where the gate is to get in. Maybe it's on the other side? Wait. $20.60. Oh, it's been split, it looks like. Yeah, it's been split into multiple yards. So, yeah, it was then basically here. Just basic one for now. And we can just change our name to Thames Travel. Thames Travel, what did they call themselves? Limited, probably? Let's check that. Contact detail company information. It's probably Thames Travel Limited. And it's one of the, yeah. Yeah, Thames Travel. I'll just call it Thames Travel for now, but change that to City of Oxford. Okay, that was delayed somehow. I don't remember even keeping the buses going. S3, I mean, with times going. The 5 is on to 100 people. That's a lot, to be fair. We need a let's purchase people. No, let's hire some people for this depot. And train some of these people so when we move the buses over, then they're quite good already. Probably a lot of money, but it will be worth it in the end, rather than keep repairing our buses because our bus drivers are terrible. Very good. Let's assign that when a double decker comes back. In the next episode, what do I want to do? Let's talk about that. I want to create more Stagecoach routes if we can, of course. Maybe more Thames Travel? Probably not, considering we've got loads to do when we move right and move eastwards. We can create the Oxford one. We can probably create the 2A, 2B, 2C, 2D, etc. Probably do some other Stagecoach routes if we want to. We could probably purchase the Enviro 300 that Stagecoach had back in 2011-ish, so that'll be good. Don't think there's anything else, to be honest. But yeah, I do hope you've enjoyed this episode. I have. If you have, of course, you can like and subscribe. You can comment down below any suggestions you may have on routes or anything like that. And as always, special thanks to TheDilz, who creates many of these liveries, as he does help quite a lot. You can check out his Steam Workshop down in the description down below, and also thank you to Polaris and Novacase. They have helped to track down most of these timetables, as I would not have been able to if I tried. So thank you very much to them. I hope you're having a wonderful day, and I'll see you guys all in the next episode. It'll be episode 14. It'll be February, and I'll see you guys then. Goodbye.